Hello everyone.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to all of you.
So it's still January, so we are allowed to say
Happy New Year.
And welcome everyone to this new episode of Just Notes After Church. I am Marcy.
And I'm Judy.
Karibuni sana. So welcome to this new episode. The topic for today is I am the difference. You are the difference.
Yes.
You are the difference,
And
Judy.
you are the difference too.
Absolutely. So what do we mean by that, Judy?
So when we talk about I am the difference, I know most people will look at themselves and thinking, me, the difference. I have nothing to my name. I am actually struggling right now. I don't have a job. I don't even have a house. I'm living under someone else. And so you're looking at yourself and you're thinking, I can't be the difference. And so today we've been challenged, and we have gotten to that place of just knowing that you don't have to be the greatest, you don't have to be the wisest or the richest to be the difference. The only thing that you need to do is to care and be available.
Absolutely.
And so when you hear I am the difference, it doesn't mean that I have much to my name or she has much to her name, but we are just believing and we are caring for the things that we want to see done differently. And we are making ourselves available to do those things as God leads us to it. So even as we talk about I am the difference, and we are going to do it for a longer time so that we get all of us to do this, to work together, so that even as we say I am the difference, you are at that place where you can say I can make a difference here. This is what I can do differently. And we are going to take an example from the Bible. Someone who probably will look at, and sometimes we think that he's very prestigious, right? He's doing something very nice,
very big,
But then we've just realized that what he was doing wasn't that, the work he was doing wasn't that prestigious, but he decided that I am the difference, and he made a difference. So we're talking about Nehemiah from the Bible. And the story is found from Nehemiah chapter 2. You read from verse 1 to 18, you get the whole story. We all know that the Israelites had been taken to captivity and they had stayed there, and God had made that happen. And they were given a period of time that they will stay there. And after that, they will go back home. And so this is at a point where they are back home. The city was in ruins, but there were people there who had a lot of things to their names, nobles, no officials, priests, and they didn't do anything. I mean, they were comfortable sitting in a city that is ruined, no gates, no walls, and they didn't see the danger. Doesn't that just sound like some of us? I mean, like where we are in Mombasa. There was a time Mombasa was very dirty, and all we did was sit back. As we walk on the streets, we will complain of how Mombasa is dirty. And as we complain, we are eating on the streets. And after we've eaten,
we throw things away,
forgetting that we are also contributing to the problem that
we're complaining about.
So it happens. That's why we're saying that if you want to be the difference, you have to be available. Care and be available. Because if you don't care and you don't avail yourself, not much will happen. You will sit there complaining. So we talked about a few things, a few points, things that we need to do as an individual to be the difference. And so Marcy, what was the first thing that we need to do for us to be the difference?
So there are three things that we need to do for us to be the difference in our lives and the lives of the community. Number one, we have to define clearly our mission. For example, Nehemiah, when he was a cupbearer for the king, and one day as he was serving the king, he was very sad. The king asked Nehemiah, "Why are you sad and you're not ill? It must be something to do with the heart." And Nehemiah went to God and prayed. And then he came back to the king and told him that He is sad like that because the city of Judah, where his ancestors are buried, lies in ruins. And for him, he wanted to go back and rebuild it. So Nehemiah was able to point out in just one sentence what he needed to do. He needed to go back to his city, to Jerusalem, and rebuild the city. What is your mission in life? What is your purpose in life? Can you be able to put it across in just one sentence? Are you clear about why you're on this earth? Are you clear why you're working in that place you're working at? Are you clear in the mission of whatever it is that you're doing? Because if you're clear, then you will be able to make a difference. My dear ones, have a clearly defined mission of why you want to do that particular thing you want to do in your life. And by doing so, you will start your process in making a difference. And number 2, Judy.
Number 2, for you to be the difference, you have to have a plan. In fact, you must have a plan.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if you don't have a plan, then you are planning
failing.
to fail.
Yes.
So we are not planning to fail. So you have already set your mission and it's clear, this is exactly what I want to do. So how are you going to get there? Do you have a plan? There has to be the first step, the second step to the end. You cannot jump from the beginning to the end. So there is the in between. What is it that you're going to do? Have you laid out the things you need to do? Just like Nehemiah, we are told after defining his mission, he was asked when he wanted to go and how long it was going to take. This man already had everything. He was just waiting for the opportunity, and he said, these are the days I need, and I need you to write for me a letter to give me to so and so. He has done his homework. He has everything set. So he's only asking the king because he knows when the king grants you what you have said, then you are safe and good to go. So he asked for a letter to be given a safe pass, so that he needs to reach where he's going. The second letter, he asked for the letter to be taken to the one in charge of the royal timber, so that he can be given some timber to go and use it for the work. And the king grants his heart desires. So you need to have a plan. No one is going to make the plan for you. And we are so fond of going round and round instead of us just pointing at what we want and all that. So do you know exactly the things that you need? If someone was to tag along, he has had your mission and they are coming and asking you, so what do you need? Are you able to tell them what you need? This is what I need for me to get here. So first I will do this, then the next thing I need this and this, so that even if someone wants to help you, they clearly know where to tag in. So have a plan, make it clear, and purpose to follow your plan for you to get to the mission that you have already set and made clear.
And the third and last thing that you need to do to make a difference is you have to engage and involve other people. Is it your finances that you need to change? Involve other people. Is it your spirituality that needs to change? Involve other people. Is it the community that you need to change? Involve other people. When Nehemiah realized that he needs to rebuild the walls, he went to the people in Jerusalem and asked for their help. Someone once said that one is too small a number to
achieve
greatness. I can try to be great. I can try to do something to be great. Judy can try. You can try. But if you choose to do it alone, then you will not be able to achieve greatness. But if, for example, you involve the people in your workplace, you involve the people in your church, you involve the friends that you have, then you will be able to make a difference.
You can actually achieve more.
Yeah. And then the Pastor Monene gave us a story about someone who wanted to make a difference. This is someone who was working in a particular university. When he went to that university, he found out that that particular place, there was a lot of corruption going on. And when he went there, he was like, I'm going to do something radical to change this place. And he did some few changes very radical changes, and even as a result of that, he was even given a suspension. I believe when he came back to work after suspension, he had gone through a period of rethinking his strategy. Maybe he had prayed more about it, and he came and he talked to his co-workers, and he was like, I want to learn more about leadership. Who would like to join me? And he was in a meeting with about 10 people. So among the 10, 4 people joined him, and they started reading a book by John C. Maxwell on leadership. And they read the book. They used to do prayer, they used to read together, and after that period of learning together, there was a great change. And because of that, other people in the workplace were like, what is it that you're doing? Do you have another book you're reading? Let us do it together. So the next time, more people joined on board. And as it kept on improving and improving. And after a period of time, the corruption that was in that particular university was able to be quelled and completely done away with, because he used a different strategy. And even like right now, he was even promoted to vice chancellor. Some people who were in that group with him also were promoted to different things, because he defined his mission. He wanted to end corruption, and he had some few steps he used to do. He engaged people that let's do this, let us learn together about leadership. And then he engaged other people. He did not do it alone. Even us, we can engage other people in the mission that you have in your life. And when you engage other people, when you seek God, when you pray about it and seek God's guidance, I believe you're going to be able to make a difference where you are right now. Is it your workplace? Is it your community? Is it your neighborhood? You can make the difference.
You are the difference, so go ahead and do it.
Yes.
Yeah, and in terms of just tagging others, especially spiritually, you need people, not just people who will walk with you. These are people who will encourage you. Sometimes you feel tired. Yeah, you feel like giving up, but when you have accountable people who know exactly what your mission is, they will be able to hold you accountable. When they see you trying to backslide or drag yourself, they'll be there holding you and pushing you to do that which you had planned to do. So get people to work with you in whatever mission that you have set to do. Get people to work with you. It makes it easier to acquire even more and greater things. So don't struggle there alone to get to where you want to go to. Involve other people. Call them. Nehemiah would not have been able to rebuild the whole wall of the city alone. It would have taken years. You would have gotten tired, discouraged, because of course we know there are some people who also came out and tried to discourage them, saying this wall, even just a fox will make it fall. But because there are other people, probably if this one gives up, you tell them, no, let's go do this. But if you are alone, it's easy to give up and do other things. So get people involved. One is too small a number to achieve greatness. And that is what we are determined to achieve this year, greatness. So clearly define your mission. Have a plan. So that even as you are tagging other people, they will see, this guy has good things. So this is something that is achievable. And they will chip in and give their resources because your plan looks good. So have a plan, involve others, and run towards that mission.
So my friends, remember, have a mission, have a plan, involve others. And together, we will be able to make a difference in our lives. As is usual, we will leave the link to the full sermon so that you may be able to go and listen to it and learn more things on how you can make a difference in your life and the lives of the people around you. We love you, people.
Yes, we do love you. And God loves you even more.
And we are challenging you. Start today to make a difference. Be available, care for wherever you are, and start making a difference.
love you and care about you. That's why we do this.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
And until next time, bye bye.
Have a lovely week.